Next on the news, she's a staple for her Middle Village community, but she's been gone for almost a full school year.
It's been a long road to recovery, but this crossing guard is back doing what she loves after being hit by a car. I'm Katie Vasquez, and I'll have that story coming up on Currents News.
God is guiding their footsteps, and a meteorologist is guiding them from the skies. An update from the National Eucharistic Pilgrimage. A look at a musical prodigy moved by God.
He picked up a guitar for the first time just 2 years ago. Now he's headed to one of the most prestigious performing arts high schools in the country. I'm Jessica Easthope. That story's coming up.
Plus, Father's Day in the Diocese of Brooklyn, Bishop Robert Brennan's message to dads, and the reason why hundreds sent messages to Bishop Emeritus Nicholas DiMarzio. I'm Christine Persichetti. Currents News starts right now. Classes are coming to a close around the Diocese of Brooklyn. One woman recently went back to school. For 15 years, Lilly D'Onofrio has been a mainstay outside Our Lady of Hope Catholic Academy as the Queen's School's crossing guard. But she was forced to miss most of this school year after she was hurt in a serious accident. Currents News' Katie Vasquez has her story from Middle Village.
As kids head to Our Lady of Hope Catholic Academy, Lilly D'Onofrio, or as they call her, Lily, is there to guide them.
My day is always very bright if I could see her. She's really very good.
And you always feel safer when she helps you cross the street?
Yeah. Hello, Mama. How are you?
She's a staple in Middle Village, where she lives and has worked as a crossing guard since 2008.
I watch them grow up, and then they come back and visit me when they're in high school, when they're in college. They come back and say, Lily, remember me? I just love it. I just love it, love it, love it. Hi, sweetie. Do you remember me?
But she missed most of the school year, as she spent 9 months recovering after a serious accident.
I start to cry when I start to think about it because I'm grateful. I'm very, very grateful to be here.
Police say on September 26th, Lily was helping students cross the street at dismissal time when 51-year-old Sinead Welsh hit Lily with her car. The driver was charged with reckless endangerment and a DWI. Lily was rushed to the hospital in critical condition, but she woke up with no memory of the accident.
I didn't remember that I was hit by the car until my husband explained it to me. Look, it's Arizba like you do.
It was a relief to students and parents when she returned to work on June 10th, especially to those who witnessed the incident.
We were very surprised that she was back, especially from the freak incident that happened. Seeing her back is insane. I wouldn't think she would come back.
It has been very sad. She's our welcoming morning every day, right? So we missed her very much, and we were praying for her to get well.
Now the Our Lady of Hope parishioner wants to make up for lost time and work through the summer.
I just like the community. I love the people, and I love the kids. I just adore the children. Hello, everybody!
In Middle Village, Katie Vasquez, Currents News.
Looking to the Eucharistic pilgrimage happening around the country, we are exactly 1 month away from those pilgrims reaching their destination, the National Congress happening in Indianapolis. So let's see where those 4 routes stand. Starting down south, the St. Juan Diego route reached Alabama. There, the pilgrims, along with some 550 people, processed with the Blessed Sacrament through downtown Mobile. The St. Junipero Serra route in the west added a new twist to a decades-long tradition in Nebraska. The Diocese of Lincoln has been celebrating this field mass since 1968. It's the site of a 1720 battle where a Catholic priest and 43 others were killed. This year, it also coincided with the nationwide pilgrimage. In the North Marion route, pilgrims stopped by the Sisters of St. Francis of the Holy Cross in Green Bay, Wisconsin. The nuns greeted the Blessed Sacrament and the perpetual pilgrims and then sang the blessing of St. Francis. And finally, Finally, in the eastern St. Elizabeth and Seton Route, pilgrims stopped for lunch in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Bishop David Zubik gave them a blessing before they continued on their journey. All 4 routes are traveling 6,500 miles, leading to the National Congress in Indianapolis. While the body of Christ guides the pilgrims, a weatherman in New Hampshire is guiding them from the skies. John Kelly emails the organizers of the pilgrimage his report every morning, hoping to help them plan their day and keep pilgrims safe. But he says it's not without its challenges.
Find out where they are today and where they're going for the rest of the day and even into tomorrow. So that's not always easy to do, trying to track 4 different groups.
If you want to read more about the pilgrimages and the Congress, just go to eucharisticrevival.org. Turning now to a Queens Catholic student who's letting God guide his hands. 2 years ago, they had never touched a guitar. But ever since St. Adalbert's 8th grader Andrew Nazario picked up the instrument, he hasn't put it down. Now he's headed to Fiorello LaGuardia, one of the most prestigious performing arts high schools in the country. Currents News' Jessica Easthope has his story from Elmhurst.
It's not every day you hear rock and roll bursting out of the windows of a Catholic academy. But here at St. Adalbert in Elmhurst, 8th grader Andrew Nazario is in his element.
If anything's bothering me, I just go play some instruments and it's kind of like an escape.
This summer, Andrew's task, learn to read music. In September, he'll be attending Fiorello LaGuardia High School for the Performing Arts, ranked among the most prestigious in the country.
I think I have to heighten my skills a little bit. The kids there, they've probably been playing since they're like 2-3 years old.
It's hard to believe. But these fingers touched a guitar for the first time just 2 years ago, and the drums only this past December.
And when I learned chords and scales and started learning about music theory, it became a little bit harder, but it's still fairly easy for me.
With every note, Andrew unlocked a God-given but hidden talent. His father, Ricardo, says music has changed the trajectory of his son's life.
We're super proud of him. My wife and I decided we'll get him a used instrument first, and if he likes it and if he's good at it, then we'll progress from there.
It wasn't until Andrew learned to play this, a 19th century Spanish folk song, that Ricardo realized Andrew's guitar playing might be more than a hobby.
Well, I knew at that point that things were a little bit different with Andrew.
The music is in his head, but it's faith that guides his hands. He wears the St. Gregory medal every day.
He's a patron saint for musicians, singers, and teachers. He kind of guides me and gives me courage.
His faith is going to carry him. What he's done now, it's amazing, but what's to come is going to be even more powerful.
Andrew's headed to high school, ready to work hard. The rest, he can play by ear. In Elmhurst, Jessica Easthope, Currents News.
Wow. St. Athanasius Catholic Academy in Bensonhurst saw 20 kindergarten students graduate this past week, but one of them stood above the rest.
Okay, you ready? Yeah!
That's Fox 5 morning anchor Bianca Peters. At the beginning of the school year, Bianca spent a day with Christina Galante's kindergarten class, hoping to have a better experience than she did 30 years ago. Bianca had to repeat kindergarten as a kid, but this time around, she got to walk across the stage confidently. Bianca said if she went to St. Athanasius, she knows she would have thrived.
This was a completely different experience. This was with a teacher who you can see deeply cares. Catholic school and Christian school really focus in on that, and that's the foundation for how a person grows up to be.
Kindergarten's a beautiful grade, and I wish that she would have had that experience when she first had it, and she can always come back to kindergarten every year.
Bianca says her third time around in kindergarten has been the best one yet. Bishop Robert Brennan celebrated Father's Day on Sunday, sharing his message to thank our own fathers for planting the seeds of faith in us.
Many parents worry about their children and their grandchildren. Many of us are trying to transmit the faith. And sometimes it can be frustrating, but you never know what God will do.
Meanwhile, while dads everywhere were being celebrated on Father's Day, a beloved father in the Diocese of Brooklyn was celebrated for a different reason. Yesterday was Bishop Emeritus Nicholas DiMarzio's 80th birthday. Hundreds sent their well wishes to our former bishop on social media. Happy birthday, Bishop. And that is this Currents News Update. I'm Christine Persichetti. Thank you for joining us because we are putting your faith in the news. Hope to see you again next time.